My 2023 Sheru Classic France Pro preview and predictions, plus a few physique updates. What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video and a contest preview, the 2023 Sheru Classic France, where we have the return of Nathan De Asha plus a few new competitors that we're going to be seeing on stage with some huge improvements and some for the first time. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to go from 10th all the way up to 1st, and in 10th place I have Andrea Musi. I don't think this year we've seen the best Andrea Musi. Can he get a little bit more conditioned, bring it a little tighter, especially from the back? Yes, and if he can do that, he can definitely move up. In 9th place, I have Mark Joyce. The dude's thickly muscled. Placed 15th a couple of weeks ago, that European Pro. There's a few less guys here, so I think he's going to make the top 10 in this contest. In 8th place, I have Mike Ciesla. Now, this guy has great shape, as I've discussed in previous videos. Real nice round quads. He still needs to fill out a little bit more if he's going to be pushing into top 5s of shows on a regular basis and even potentially winning these shows. But he definitely has the potential to do that in the future. In 7th place, I have Vitor Boff. Now, this one was tough for me. I don't know where to place Vitor. If he comes in 100%, and especially if some of these guys aren't quite at their very best, he can beat a lot of guys. He can even potentially get second in this show, I'm going to say. I don't think he beat Nathan De Asha, but I think that he could potentially get up as high as second. So from 2nd to 7th, it's a really, really close show. In 6th place, I have Leandro Perez. Now, I'm huge on this guy. This guy could finish as high as second as well. He has a Derek Lunsford type physique. Crazy shape, as you can see from the recent updates. The only thing I'm a little bit unsure about is his conditioning going to match up to like a Vitor Boff or a Tim Budesheim or a Roman Fritz. I don't think it's going to be those sorts of levels. As long as it's good enough with his crazy structure and shape, he can do very well still. But I think his conditioning might not quite be there 100%. But his lines and flow to his physique is, like I said, very much like Derek Lunsford. Great structure, and I think this guy has a huge, huge future. In 5th place, I have Theo Laguerriere. He's obviously the hometown guy in this show, French bodybuilder. I love Theo's shape, and he's much bigger than you actually think as well. Standing by himself, he looks quite short. On stage, you can see the height of him. He's got a lot of mass on his physique overall. Can he still improve in some areas? Yes, but he has an overall aesthetic physique, and he poses really well as well. So I really appreciate that and rate that highly. Can he place much higher than this? As I've mentioned with those other two guys, yes, he absolutely can. Will he? Remains to be seen. But based off recent show placings, I would have him in 5th here. In 4th place, I have Tim Budesheim. I believe he's coming off a 3rd place, right behind Nathan De Asha and Regan Grimes at that last contest for European Pro. And that was his all-time best, in my opinion. I thought he brought great conditioning. His tan maybe could have been a little bit darker, but overall, I think it was the best version we've seen yet of Tim Budesheim. Can he place higher than this? Most people are probably picking him higher than this, as high as 2nd. But for me, I think we might see a slight change at this contest, and that's why I've got Roman Fritz in 3rd place. I think he's been bringing his best ever. I think he's brought better packages since he actually won that pro show earlier in the year. So Roman's going from strength to strength, and it seems to be generally coming in fuller at these contests works for him. So hopefully he can replicate that again. He's getting a little bit closer to the Olympia. Hopefully he's not pushing it down too hard, and we're going to see the best from Roman Fritz here. In 2nd place, I have Alfred Chiriac. Most of the time I've just known him as Alfred Chiriac on IG. Coached by Patrick Tour, this guy's bringing great conditioning. I believe he finished 2nd, maybe it was 3rd in a show last year behind James Hollingshead in a show that he won. Looked really good. Another year of development. I think he's going to be very good at this contest. He brought great conditioning last year. He looks like he's in that same condition again. And if he's in that same condition with another 5 pounds, maybe even 10 pounds with the way he's looking, he's going to be very, very dangerous. So I have him placing in 2nd. And in 1st place, not surprising at all, I have Nathan De Asha, who would be picking up his 11th pro win. He'd probably argue that it's 12 after that European Pro, but it's obviously a huge achievement. I don't think anyone currently competing potentially has that many pro wins. I know Brandon Curry would obviously have a few. I'm trying to think who else. I can't quite think off the top of my head. So he's putting his name down in history, already 10 pro wins, and he's just building on that. And, you know, we know the most of all time, I believe it's Dexter Jackson, which was like 28 pro wins, 29 pro wins, I think it was. So the fact that Nathan has 10 already and going for 11 here, he's definitely going to go down in the history books, and he's looking very good in his recent updates. And, you know, as you guys know, Nathan comes alive when he's on stage and looks better on stage than his updates. So it's going to be an exciting show. I don't believe there's actually a live stream for this one. If there is, I will be going live all weekend, but I will be covering the show regardless and be staying up to date on all the photos and videos and all that sort of stuff. And I'll hopefully be bringing prejudging, finals, reviews, and all that good stuff. So make sure you do subscribe to Desktop Bodybuilding. Click the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified every time I go live or put up any post-contest stuff about this contest. So make sure you do subscribe. And if you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button as well. Anyway, guys, that's it from myself, Xavier Wills. This is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.